About a half a lap from going back to green here at Homestead. The NASCAR Busch Series season concluded here yesterday. Ryan Newman won the race. A dramatic late race pass of Greg Biffle gave Ryan his 6th win of the season. Martin Truex Jr. captured his 2nd consecutive NASCAR Busch Series championship. And there's the trophy. Big day for Truex. And Teresa Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr. That's Jimmy Johnson's car. What are we looking at there, BP?
The left front, right there, he had some damage when he came off the racetrack just a moment ago. That touched the apron of the track and kind of kicked that back under the car. That will affect the handling, Wally.
That'll take some front downforce away from the car, which is good if he was loose. That'll, you know, the front was really pinned, which makes the cars loose, so we'll see.
Race for 2nd, Carl Edwards and Dave Blaney.
Blaney he didn't really get a very good restart, did he? Because he's lost 2 spots in a half a lap.
Same thing happened the last time. Wally went down in turn 1 and Carl Edwards just drove by him. But he came back. Can he come back by this time?
Ryan Newman is the race leader. Kyle Busch headed for the garage in the 5 car. Brought out the most recent caution.
Look at all the different lines that we have here. High, low, in the middle. Lots of racetrack to race on here.
Ricky Rudd in that 21 car is trying to stay on the lead lap after that accident on pit road. But these guys are going to go charging by.
Threading the needle.
And Carl Edwards going for the lead.
Look at this.
3 wide at the start-finish line.
Gordon tucked right behind the 12 car of Newman. He's going to take that spot. He's going to try to take the spot away from Carl Edwards.
Casey Kane, that 9 car, he's right there in the middle of it.
Marty?
Bill, remember on the first stop, Ryan Newman took no tires, fuel only, so we'll see if these fresher tires by 17 laps will make a difference for these guys. Newman loose into the corners.
Gordon challenging for the lead.
Yes, he is on the inside, and I tell you, this 24 car has been fast since the get-go.
Let that lap. Officially.
Yes.
He's still working on getting by the 12 car and getting in front of him.
Well, Gordon's racing for that 11th position, so 5 bonus points for leading a lap could be big for him.
Alan, I think he's just concentrating on winning this race, not that 11th spot in points right now.
Yeah, well, you know Jeff Gordon. I mean, he's interested in winning, period. But the other thing Jeff Gordon's talking about is not all that motivated by the 11th place bonus. He's talking about that his 2006 season is already started. It's underway now. He and this team trying to continue the progress and end this year with momentum so they can make a run at a championship next year. What they're trying to do by winning this race today.
Yeah, if you win this race, you've won the last race for a long time.
Right, exactly right.
Until we get to Daytona.
I stopped by the truck this morning to talk to Steve, the crew chief on this 24 car. Young 26-year-old guy that took over in the middle of the season, and you know, talk about laid back. That Steve said, I'm going to just have some fun and get this car ready for next year.
Look, I mean, Gordon is right on the bumper of the 12 car, trying to get Ryan Newman loose. These cars are loose anyway getting into the corner, but with Gordon right up on the bumper, going into the corner, that makes the 12 car very loose. But he's hanging on to it.
And Gordon wants to buy the 12 car. Why don't he let me go by? Because he doesn't let anybody go by, Jeff.
This is for the lead, and Carl Edwards, one of the championship contenders, rides in 3rd in that 99 Office Depot Ford. Casey Kane is 4th. Blaney is held on to the 5th spot.
Oh, Gordon got a good bite off the corner that time. Newman may have slipped a little bit. He's got the spot.
And last time by, I saw something I haven't seen before. It was a tie between Gordon and Newman. When I look at our computer, it says how far was Jeff Gordon behind? 0, 0, 0.
That's pretty close.
That's close. Yes, it is.
Gordon leads lap 35.
Now Edwards going to try the low side.
Casey Kane in the 9, likes the high groove. Looking for Tony Stewart. There he is on the inside of Matt Kenseth. Now behind Kenseth. Stewart runs 13. Started 20th today.
go for a lap along with Tony Stewart down the straightaway. Look at the sun going down into the corner. 184, 185 miles per hour. You drop off the throttle, let the car roll, start picking the gas up nice and easy. Then you slam it right about here.
What do you think's going on with Tony here? All of a sudden, 2 cars have just driven by Tony like it was easy.
Tony's being careful. Tony's being careful. Down here in turn 3. I mean, like I said earlier, he's giving a lot of people a lot of room right now until this race shakes out very, very early. Doesn't have to push it. AB?
Yeah, he hasn't said anything on the radio about any handling woes to the car. In fact, his last transmission during that last caution said, well, this is much better than the first run. I think you're right, Wally. Speculation on our part, of course, but he's just trying to be careful. He's got to finish first in order to win the trophy, right?
Yeah, if you're going for the win or racing each other like these guys are, you're going to be leaning on each other, and you're going to be very aggressive inside the race car. Stewart doesn't have to do that. Not right now. He's got to give everybody a lot of room and just be patient till the end of the race and see where everybody's running then go after it.
Jeff Gordon leads. Carl Edwards around the 12 car for second, Marty. Just what Carl expected. They expected their car to be better in the longer run, Bill. Remember last week at Phoenix, took their car almost 20, 25 laps to come in. They worked this weekend on making their car good on the long run also, but that it would come in quicker, that the car would be better earlier in the run for Carl. That was their focus the entire weekend. They think they achieved that. They expect it to take about 15 laps for that 99 car to really get going the way they wanted to.
Well, it looks like Newman's car is starting to lose the handle because he's starting to lose a lot of positions.
Here comes Kevin Harvick.
What was that?
I don't know. Sound like you might have a brake problem or something. I don't know. Matt, what's going on?
BP, that's one of the chasers. Greg Biffle just came on the radio and said, I'm losing almost all of my brakes. Then you picked up the transmission where he said the pedal goes 3/4 of the way all the way down. Right now, Doug Richards talking back and forth with Greg, trying to diagnose how big this problem really is.
Yeah, and you don't use your brakes that much here. You know, this is just a place where you just get on the brakes easy, and then you're off them quickly. Thing is, if you need them, you don't want to have to pump them.
Right.
And like when you come down for the pits, for a pit stop, you need all your brakes.
Well, we talked about it at the top. You have to overcome a lot of difficulties to win a race, let alone a championship. 4 guys chasing the Nextel Cup, everyone chasing Jeff Gordon and the Ford 400. The caution has just come out here at Homestead. Bobby Labonte, a spin on the backstretch.
Some damage to the right rear of the 18 car. I see some water coming out. Does that look like water coming out of an overflow, the 18, but it has gone away.
43 laps are complete. Jeff Gordon, the race leader, had a 3-second lead over Carl Edwards. Watch the right-hand portion of your screen.
He just got loose by himself. Car got sideways, broke away from him when he was hard on the throttle.
And just touched the right rear fender or quarter panel as it came off the corner. Looks like these guys are going to have their hands full today trying to get these cars perfect around this Homestead-Miami Speedway. Looks like they are a handful.
It's going to be a disappointing end to a disappointing season for Bobby Labonte. His last ride in the 18 car.
Well, he hasn't lost a lap yet, and the damage on that car shouldn't really be too bad as far as the handling goes. The spoiler and everything is still in the same spot or where it should be.
Take a look at our Wendy's race menu under caution here at Homestead. On TNT, the award ceremony December 2nd at 9 o'clock. And then a special presentation on the 4th. And then guess what? Not too long till we're in Daytona. Budweiser Shootout on February 11th on TNT, and the Daytona 500 live on NBC in February. The field coming up pit road with 44 laps complete.
Jeff Gordon, this really hurts him because he had over a 2-second lead on Carl Edwards when his caution plate came out.
That 24 car very strong early here at Homestead. Matt Yoakum.
Biffle needs a nice solid stop, hits pit road in the 8th position, both loose and tight. They're going to pull a spring rubber out of the left rear, but they're also going to get a track bar adjustment, go down about 1 round to help that loose on entry condition that Greg is experiencing. Now let's head into the triples. Dave Burns.
Matt, Jimmy Johnson's car was really great from the center of the corner off, but getting into the corner, he needed just a little bit of help, a little loose air in the left rear tire. Alan.
Tony Stewart's team undoing a track bar adjustment they made on the first pit stop. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment instead. Tony wants the car to rotate better in the center of the corner. Marty?
Carl Edwards on the top of your screen says Jeff Gordon gaining all of his time coming off the corner. They win the race off pit road. A little bit too tight into the corner. Half pound out of the right front. Up on the track bar 1 round. Boy, there were some pretty close calls down there. Gordon avoided some traffic down there. Looked like Tony Stewart may have done the same.
You see the 2 lanes there, and you got to just listen to your guys when they say go all the way or 1 lane.
Under caution here at Homestead. Sort out the running order when we come back.